What's their tactic, if you like, or what's their strategy? What are they trying to pull off?
Yeah, so it's interesting. The attacking ships is a relatively recent one. They've actually been fighting against the Saudis in a kind of an open warfare since they came to power in 2014, when they gained control of most of Yemen. And then the Saudis began a bombing campaign, the Saudis and the Emiratis and 8 other countries. So it's a kind of a coalition of the Arab nations around attacked the Yemenis. 150,000 Yemenis were killed through these bombings, and it was pretty indiscriminate. And another 250,000 died through famine and disease. So it was a terrible time. And remember watching it, it was at its time the biggest humanitarian disaster in the world. 400,000 people killed in a period from 2015 until the ceasefire was signed in 2023. So for 7-8 years, this war was going on there. But what it did mean was that the Yemenis became pretty battle-hardened, and so they developed military things. In fact, they were powerful enough to knock out half of Saudi Arabia's oil production with a bomb in, I think that was about 2015. They hit one of the oil installations and shut half of their oil thing. So they're quite military. It's not just a couple of mountain guys with rifles. They're getting Iranian weapons. They can use cruise missiles. So they're quite capable of hitting. In fact, they've even sent missiles from Yemen over to land in Israel, supersonic and high altitude ones. But they have been effective in the Red Sea. They've got a long coast there. It's quite narrow, and so 10 to 15% of the world's trade goes through there. It was an easy target for them to be anywhere along the coast with their highly mobile units, and they could take out ships. So there's been about 200 attacks on ships since October the 7th. They jumped in quite early, and as soon as Israel started fighting back, the Houthis said, well, we declare war on Israel. And they said, we're going to stop, they said, these ships from going to Israel.